So you were in the naval military.
I was in the military from 1989 to 1999.
It was a naval military, ships. So you were working on the ships,
Uh,
destroyers.
no, I worked on artillery, so I shot cannons. We're right behind the infantry, so uh, the Marines' job is to be the first to go into battle. So, like if we land on a beach, we'll go from the ship.
You land on the ship. You have it only in Japan? Japan?
I was in Japan, Hawaii, and Kentucky. And in Kentucky, I was switched over into the Army, and I was in helicopter warfare. So I flew in helicopters and shot cannons again.
What's the meaning of shot cannons? What's that?
A howitzer, it's a big gun that takes about 5 to 7 guys to fire. So you work together as a team, firing like maybe 4 miles away. So you don't see the target. You load a big bomb in the cannon and you shoot it kind of like a rocket.
Ah, I see, I understand. You don't see the target, but...
Right. They call it indirect fire.
Indirect fire. What was your mission in that?
I was
What's your duty?
I was the second, like a sergeant. So I had one boss, and then I was in charge of 5 guys. So I had to make sure everybody did their job. I also drove the truck too. So I also worked on the radios.
You worked there for 4 years?
9 years.
9 years you worked. Why you abandoned that job?
I ended up having some trouble, so I left early. I had some trouble drinking.
Oh. Well, if you want to tell, tell. No. If it's not dangerous for you, you tell.
I probably would have gone to the war, but I ended up got in trouble drinking, and they sent me into a program. So I stopped drinking for most of the time into the military, and that was in 1990. And then I started back up in 1997, and I was under kind of a lot of stress with, I'd been married a couple times, and I ended up going back to drinking, and I lost my career in the milstory.
Got it. You said that you married a couple times?
Yes.
Why you don't tell those stories? Story, we need story.
I think it's kind of common for a lot of guys in the military. They, you're away from home, you get lonely, and you meet a girl in town, and it's easy to get married in the military because they can give you a house, and you have enough money to provide for your family, and so then you get married kind of fast, and maybe you don't pick the right girl. So maybe a lot of guys, when they go away, the girls get lonely and stuff, so it's a kind of a problem in the military. There's a lot of divorces in the United States military.
That's the reason that divorce? What's the reason they divorce so easily? Even in this society is so common. Even in America it's so common. I mean, why it's so much? Well, what's the reason that in America the people divorce easily?
I think, you know, a lot of times it has to do with maybe you didn't get married for the right reasons at the beginning, and you didn't spend enough time getting to know your wife or your spouse to see if you had a lot in common or she had a good character. And then I think a lot of times it's infidelity, so one person cheats on the other.
Then this is the reason to divorce.
Yes. And I think also financial pressure too. A lot of times, you know, people, our culture's kind of materialistic right now, so people want things that their friends might have. So then you have to either work really hard, or if you're an honest guy, sometimes it's hard because other people are making their money not honest, so they have a lot of things, but you don't have a lot of things.
So yeah, you mean that because of economic problems, the man divorced his wife? She is not working.
I'd say a lot of times the wife maybe gets mad because, oh, you should have more money. I think a lot of guys feel a lot of pressure and burden that they don't have. That there's always some guy that's got more money than them.
You mean the lady? The lady pressure to the man?
Yes.
That you don't have money, the other people have too much money?
Yes.
Then the man divorced the lady?
Or the lady divorces the man, gets another boyfriend or something like that.
Ah, boyfriend. I see. Even the husband, when he saw she's with a boyfriend, then divorced, isn't it?
Yes, yes. Or sometimes maybe the man gets into a fight with his wife or hangs out with his friends, and you know, sometimes, a lot of times it's the guy's fault too, where he's making too much money and he's going out and having a girlfriend.
I see. When he makes money, he says that why I'm busy with the wife. He goes up to.
I have to go work. I have to go do business and go out and drink and stuff. So I think that for a lot of people, you know, drinking and business it causes a lot of problems where they're not spending time with their family.
Because of drinking.
Drinking, or people say, oh, well, I have to go spend time with my clients. So they go out to a bar and when they should be home with their friends, like maybe trying to network. People do a lot of dinner, drinking, go to the bar, and talk to people for business and stuff. But then it ends up being too much of a party and not business anymore.
But I didn't go that detail. Could you repeat it? They go to bar for speaking about business?
Yes.
Then what?
Then they have too many drinks and they don't go home soon enough.
So they stay in the bar?
Yeah.
They drink till morning?
Probably till 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Then where they go?
They go home, or sometimes some people meet a girlfriend. So.
Yeah. Then the problem
Yeah.
starts in the family union. Yeah. Got it. No, this was interesting. So, so you work in the naval military 9 years.
9 years.
Then where did you start to work?
After the military, I got out and stayed in Kentucky. I stayed in a small town and worked in a factory for 2 years, working in a steel mill. And I had a wife and a stepdaughter, and then we ended up having some problems with alcohol and drugs, and so she had a drug problem, so I had to get a divorce, and I came back home and started a new life here in Los Angeles about the time when 9/11 happened. So I went to school for 2 years, and that's when I first made my first Muslim friends in college.
Okay, inshallah we will come to, yeah, let's come to your, but I wonder, who had the drug problem? Your stepdaughter or wife?
Wife.
Then you divorced her.
Yes.
You couldn't stop her to.
No, I couldn't stop her, and then I started. So.
You started what?
So when she had her problem, then it affected me, and I got onto drugs for a while.
Ah, I see. Then you understood that this is wrong, and you divorced her.
Yeah, I think both of us, we just knew that we couldn't help each other. So.
Where is she? She's okay now. Just personally, I wonder.
She has a hard time still.
Right.
But she's in Kentucky, so I've heard from my stepdaughter a couple times.